Ms Maxwell.
Thank you, President. Being a lover of horses and riding all my life, I understand the fight to save the Brumbies and the emotional connections people have to these majestic, mythical animals. Films such as The Man from Snowy River, The Silver Brumby and War Horse have also established an affinity with these beautiful animals who instil great pride in many Australians. I believe there must be a balance, a middle ground, which will provide safety for our native animals' habitat and preservation of the environment, so that all can coexist within the alpine region. It is well documented that the Brumbies are, in fact, not the only animals seen to cause damage to the vegetation and environment. In comparison, deer in the region cause significant damage to native animals' habitat and are often a serious hazard to motorists, with increasing numbers of accidents over recent years. Feral pigs are carriers of over 45 different parasites and diseases, which may threaten livestock, native wildlife and humans. Feral pigs cause extensive environmental degradation and are of extreme concern to our farming communities. There will always be feral animals in Victoria and throughout Australia, for that matter, which may not be seen as ideal. However, we must do our utmost to ensure their numbers are not impacting on our native species and the environment in which they live. Our parks should embrace both to a degree, and if limited, and I emphasise the word limited, culling is required, after all alternative avenues have been considered and exhausted, then a decision would be required as to keeping the numbers of these Brumbies at a manageable number. Consideration should be given to rehoming these horses, and due consultation with those who are prepared to assist in this task would be best practice and should therefore be enforced. If culling is the final determination made by those decision makers, then I implore this to be done in the most humane way possible, with the least amount of stress being inflicted on these beautiful animals. Ultimately, the culling of the Brumbies should be delayed until management strategies for other animals has been completed and publicly reported. Darren Hinch's Justice Party will be supporting this motion.